Depression is a mood disorder that causes a persistent feeling of sadness and loss of interest. Also called major depressive disorder or clinical depression, it affects how you feel, think and behave and can lead to a variety of emotional and physical problems. 1. Supportive relationship. Supportive relationship helps to reduce emotional stress and at the same time develop both physical and emotional well-being of an individual. It is an important mechanism to have a supportive and caring relationship which improves life happiness and longevity to cope with day-to-day depression. In a case whereby depression has been experienced by married couples, the other should always stay close to the partner who is feeling depressed. There should be a supportive environment to help terminate depression cases in a marital home. People can still ask, what about the singles, what happens to them when they are depressed? The same things are applicable. Either friends or family members who are very close to such a person should try as much to stay close to deal with the emotional trauma which can be chagrin. 2. Do not isolate yourself. Social isolation is a matter of temporal circumstance caused by depression, and it is the worst thing that triggers depression as well. When you feel depressed and still isolate yourself from people, you are silently adding salt to injury. It has been psychologically proven that psychotherapy provides social connection and improves social relationships. Your interaction with other persons can go a long way to reduce daily depression. Depression is majorly associated with isolation. When some persons are depressed, they will like to stay isolated, switch off their phones and shut the doors to avoid distractions from people, but this is a faster way of killing yourself. Though it may seem difficult, but staying socially active helps to ease depression. 3. Sleep very well. Prolonged sleep without interruption helps to put off people's mind from negative thoughts, as health research has revealed. If one is able to get up to 8 hours sleep on daily basis, the neurotransmitter in the brain will be kept in a calm situation, thereby reducing depression risks. As a matter of fact, a depressed person always finds it so difficult to shut their eyes and sleep because she will be battling with the mind and what instigated the situational condition. However, you can simply help your psychological health to avoid mental disorder. You have to schedule out time earlier than the normal time you retire to bed. Once you are ready to sleep, take off distractions in your bedroom such as telephone, put off the television and personal computers. 4. Relaxation technique. Relaxation is any activity or process one takes in order to ease off pain, stress or emotional trauma and attain a state of enhanced calmness. It helps to reduce the effects of stress on one's mind and body drastically. It is considered as an element that is basically applied in stress management that can go a long way to reduce high blood pressure, muscle tension, heart breath and other depression symptoms. Relaxation techniques such as meditation entails focusing the mind on a particular activity to achieve a clear mental and calm emotional state. State of depression is associated with anxiety, which changes emotional health negatively. Another method of relaxation is a movement-based relation method. It includes activities such as working in the garden, physical exercises such as walking, deep breathing, and yoga among others. The benefits of exercise are not limited to physical improvement. It does much to psychological conditions such as improving mood, reducing depression and anxiety. Massaging, journals and related other techniques help to calm emotion and tackle depression as well. 5. Play with pets. Pets provide love and distractions that could help to ease your mind from negative thoughts which cause depression and anxiety. They are playful when stayed with, so it is advisable to spend quality time with pets because they have the ability to provide emotional support that helps get one's mind off things that cause depression. Physiologists prove human-animal interaction relates to psychological variables. Pets and therapy animals help to relieve depression, anxiety, prolonged mental problems, the feeling of loneliness and depression-related symptoms. Dogs, for example, are great pets for depression, emotional problems and stress management due to their playful characteristics. They serve as family members and help owners get enough physical exercises. 6. Sunshine and depression. While staying under the sun, you gain an extra dose of vitamin D which fights mental conditions, mainly depression. Psychiatrists always recommend that anyone with an associated mental issue should spend more time outdoors to gain natural light through sunshine to improve emotion. A further psychological-based conclusion has proven that sunshine has a profound impact on mental health and therefore an exposure to sun and fresh air alleviate mood. You may be surprised to hear that sunshine has a positive effect on mental and emotional health. This does not imply that one should expose herself to ultraviolet rays for the rest of the day. Just 15 minutes under the sun can supply you with the amount of vitamin D which your body needs to maintain healthy bones, relieve stress, ward off seasonal depression and improve sleep. 7. Social gathering. When you are engaged in outdoor activities, mainly the ones you enjoy best, your mind will be greatly focused on it and the joy that follows forgetting the past. Engaging in any type of fun exercise daily helps to improve emotional health generally. Similarly, a social gathering is one of the best fun activities that help one to easily challenge negative thoughts. When you feel depressed, try to attend social gatherings such as parties, weddings, stage arts, etc., that can cause you to laugh, produce dopamine, the hormone of happiness, and blow out your depression. 8. Engage in fun activities. When you are depressed, do not allow negative vibes to take over your thoughts. Go out and catch some fun, go to the movie theater, hang out with friends for dinner, play your favorite music or read novels, if reading is your hobby. Similarly, you can try out other new funny activities you have never engaged in before which you can find interesting. Such things will help to move your mind away from worries which cause depression. 9. Break down larger tasks. Depression has a strong emotional effect which can infuse a huge mass of anxiety and worries. If your spouse is severely depressed, the other partner should help him or her carry out smaller tasks on a daily basis. Emotional trauma can make it so difficult for one to even get up from bed in the morning. So to help this situation, partners should help the other in this kind of state to substitute smaller goals with the usual big tasks until feelings come back to normal. 10. Speak to psychology counselors. It is advisable to talk with a doctor when you are severely depressed, specifically psychologists who are professionals in the field. They help to diagnose you through guidance and counseling by asking several questions that will help to gain control of your feelings. This is mostly important for one who is depressed without a supportive relationship either from spouse, friends or family members. 11. Antidepressants. If step 1 to 10 above fails to address your depression issue, try to get antidepressant pills. These are drugs that were discovered decades of years ago that balanced certain chemicals in the brain that seriously affects one's mood and behavior. These drugs treat certain disorders, mainly the ones relating to emotions and psychology, such as social anxiety disorders, neuropathy, depression and agitation, among many others. 12. Know the warning signs of suicide. When depression becomes extreme, it can lead one to commit suicide just to put the miserable situation to an end, thereby terminating a life. Things like purchasing guns, harmful chemicals, dangerous pills and substances that can end one's life easily should be avoided. Instead, stick to consulting a psychologist who can treat your emotional, behavioral and social disorders. Depression kills and it is quite difficult and complicated to find the right medication for it. Therefore, do yourself good by applying the above tips to fight daily depression, because it is actually a mental illness that has negative impacts on life and needs to be controlled or dealt with on a daily basis to avoid complications.